home safe, baby.
Cool.
Drive safe, puppy.
Cool.
Here's a formal intro. You can't do that noise? Yeah.
Wait.
You know what's fun? I have to drive to Monument after we drive past Monument.
Does the 2 red marks mean that both are recording, Joe? Perfect, dude.
Hey, welcome back.
Welcome back to the podcast, Beanie Boys Being Blunt, where we don't smoke a blunt this time. We will be blunt, and it lasts as long as a car ride again.
Yeah, yet again. We're here. We're here. One of us queer. We're in the van.
We're in Joe's van on the way back from New Talent Night. My name is Thad B.
Thad B. Set.
Cameron McKenzie.
That's me. I didn't perform.
To the left of me. And then we got Russell Keller and the Mike Hammock.
The Mike Hammock.
In the back. How you guys feeling?
I'm feeling pretty good.
Right on. You feel good after that?
Yeah.
Good night over at the good old Comedy Works.
Yeah.
Everyone had a good set. Russell killed it. You
Russell
killed
it.
We all did.
We all did. There was
good.
a lot of murderers in this van.
There are a lot. Well, I would expect that as well.
I've got a case pending.
It's in a van.
See that girl who liked my set so much she vomited all over the rocks in front of that
right outside of Burger King.
Yeah, she couldn't hold it in, man.
Shout
that was
out
awesome.
to the Windy Bird.
Yeah, shout out to Joe Bruno also getting us home safe and making us
Joe
sound
Bruno
good.
is on the 10s and 2s.
10s and 2s, 10 o'clock and 2 o'clock.
That was a fun night, though, guys.
Yeah. We like hanging out with you guys. We
Yeah.
enjoy your guys' company. You're good boys. You're probably the goodest boys in the Springs. We mean that in the Republican way and probably the other way, too.
Yeah.
You guys are great.
The way you guys hang out with each other, definitely the other way, too.
Yeah. You guys go on more dates than me and Thad do. I think people think me and Thad hang out like you guys do.
Yeah.
Well, it's because we have kids.
Oh,
We have
yeah.
two
So you like do
babies,
cute shit.
And we don't want to parent them.
Yes.
So we're like, oh, if we put them in a room together, they'll play.
Well,
See, that's a
I
really
don't
nice
have the
way to be a
attention.
deadbeat dad.
I think
And then last time we did that, Mike's son cracked his head on concrete. Like, oh, maybe we should have kept some
Nice.
kind of eye on them.
I did that a lot. I turned out.
I think the way you guys keep it low key, though, that you guys go on these cute dates, makes it even cuter. You know?
Well, it's just because it's Russell and Mike. It's very,
Russell and Mike.
very
Nobody
cute.
saw it coming, but you guys are coming.
Yeah. Okay.
You get it?
Yeah, I got
You guys are an odd pair.
I'm a
like just
B-set
physically.
now, Mike. I'm a
Yeah.
B-set.
I guess we have to give you some respect. I have to treat you well.
No, what you
Well, yeah,
guys
just
don't
like-
understand is that we both have the equal level of desperation to not be in our houses.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, you want to come hang out? Like, sure, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah.
Please.
If we time this perfectly with our wives, we can have 45 minutes alone outside of the house.
Can you imagine?
Like, honestly, you make it sound gay, but it's pretty gay. Like, we
Yeah.
live the lives of like 18th century dandies. Like,
Yeah,
if we
I like
time
it.
If we time our cotillions properly, we can have 45 minutes alone by ourselves.
Well, you have to do what you have to do.
Now hitting me, the age difference between me and you, because I'm like, oh, you're old and I'm young.
I'm older than you,
Smaller
Russell.
I think it's smaller than the age difference between Thad and Cameron.
We're 6 years apart.
We are 6.
Oh, we're 7. We're close.
Yeah, and I'm
wait,
older
I
than
wanna
Russell.
see you-
7 years apart isn't that weird?
No.
No.
You're 1 foot in the
We're in Rhode
No,
Island.
you, Cameron, you gross me out.
Why?
You should be a child.
Because I should be a
You're
child?
definitely a child.
Thanks.
I was
I've had a lot of trauma
Out
in
of
30
pocket,
years.
man.
last time we all went up to New Talent because Jason was on, and
Yes.
then you guys hitched a ride. We were walking in the parking lot, and one of you were like, "Hey, Mike, before we get in your car, can we light up?" And then we turned around, and you already had.
Yeah,
Yep.
we
We're
were
like,
already
this
smoking.
is literally what children do. It's like,
Yeah.
Dada, can
But
I
I'm a
have
child.
pudding? It's like your face is covered in pudding.
Yeah.
I know you had pudding already.
But I'm a
keeps me young.
child, so it's okay for me to do it, right?
That keeps me very
Dan,
young.
I have a question.
Yes.
What was it like being the bait kid on To Catch a Predator?
I can tell you that's how we started the podcast.
Honestly, my favorite
That was it.
role
It was
I've
that
ever
or jail.
played.
When the whiter kids got more pedophiles.
Yeah.
Is this something about America or is this something about me?
The
Can I go
crazy
to a
thing-
real city and get
I think
kidnapped?
That role inspired me to grow the mustache that I have today.
Nice.
And-
You want to live up to the people
Yeah.
who touched you.
13 years old and say, I'm horny, and the pedophiles would go, ew.
You know it's bad when the pedophiles don't want you? Yeah. Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's I-25.
I was
answer your
touched as a
question, Joe.
kid. It's okay.
We don't have to talk about that.
No, we don't have to get
You look
into
like you
it.
shave your pubes to make your mustache look thicker.
Battle is next week.
No, it's
I
this week.
staple 'em.
It's in 2 days.
The roast battle is in 2 days. Mike, what are your predictions?
I don't want to jinx it, but I kind of think I'm going to win it, and if I don't win it, I think Cameron's going to keep his spot.
Do you think you're going to go against me in the finals?
Thanks, Mike.
Yes. Yeah, I do. I think I'm going to go against you.
Who's in the second round? Who's getting the roast the audience member? Do you feel good about that? Because we talked about that earlier. I love roasting an audience member because I love being an asshole on stage.
Yeah, I feel really comfortable. I feel more comfortable with that than I do with it, like going up against you.
Like against a
I think
friend?
It's you, me, and Thad, personally.
Yeah.
You really think? And then you think it's going to be you and Cameron in the finals?
Yeah.
How funny would it be if it's Luke Lunyon and like the
Katie
Katie
Bowman.
Bowman in the finals and just we don't even make it?
That
I'm
would,
just shamed.
That would be kind of funny.
Yeah.
The curse of like the champion is typically they get knocked out
In the first round. Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
Yeah, it's not going to happen. I don't feel like oddly confident. I just feel good.
I just don't know anything about. This is the first time I've heard about this Lunyon dude.
Well, I've tried to not like look too much and like dive too deep and just allow myself to like look at him when I get there and be like, what can I come up with in these 30 minutes before the show starts?
Yeah.
Based on what he physically looks like right fucking
right
now.
then.
He apparently is from Louisiana. I was talking to somebody. And
Okay.
He has a Louisiana accent that he shuts on and turns on and shuts off and turns on and shuts
Oh,
off.
okay. It's like my Squidward voice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly. Except he doesn't only do it when he's about to come.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I sound like Waluigi when I'm about to come.
Wait,
Wah!
what noise do you make when you come, Mike?
When I come, I say the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag.
How far do you get
The whole
in?
thing is, I want to
Under God! Yeah.
That's a long nut, dude.
I don't always say under God, so if I need to save
You
time,
leave that out
Yeah.
sometimes?
1970s version.
No.
Well, it
Nice.
feels wrong if you say it under God,
You
too,
say
right?
one nation, indivisible. You just leave God out.
Indivisible. To be honest, I don't think I could do the full Pledge of Allegiance right now. I
Do
don't-
it right
I don't
now.
remember
Try
it. Okay, wait. You put your hand on your heart.
Yeah.
Well, you
It's on
do.
the other
I'm
side.
foreign. I don't do that.
Is the heart on the other? No,
It's on the-
fuck off, Mike. It's on the left side.
You got him, though.
You actually got me. Fuck you. Wait.
You
I,
boomed.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America.
Very good.
This is the part that gets me.
And?
And to,
Why? I'm foreign, guys.
to
Why do I know
the
this?
to the republic
Yep.
for which it stands,
Gang, gang.
one nation,
Uh-huh.
under God,
Uh-huh.
indivisible,
Blah.
with liberty
Blah.
and justice for all.
For some.
Oh, there it is.
I'm American.
Oh, I'm empty.
I'm American.
Yeah, that's a long
baby.
come for you, Mike. That's cool. Have you guys?
Can you say the Canadian Pledge of Allegiance?
We don't have one.
You don't
'cause
have a Pledge of Allegiance?
I don't think so. Not that I learned.
That seems wrong.
That
We
does
don't.
seem
Well, we
weird.
pledge allegiance to the queen. So what would it be like? Hey, queen, thanks for the
Yeah.
country. We didn't have to fight for it. We're nice, and we'll give you maple syrup whenever you ask.
But what
We
words do you
promise
say
not to
when
get
you
any
pledge
wars.
that allegiance?
I don't think I've never pledged allegiance to Canada. We sing the national anthem at sports games like everyone. But in school, we didn't have to stand up and like salute something.
How does the Canadian?
we didn't indoctrinate people into believing we were
I feel
cool.
like the Pledge of Allegiance is weird. Did you?
I
ever-
hate the
when
Pledge
you
of
were also
Allegiance.
going to CSCS, did you ever have to do the Pledge of Allegiance and then you'd have to pledge your allegiance to the Christian flag?
Yeah,
The
I went to a
Christians
school
do
that did that shit.
What the fuck is the difference?
That's when I talk about it, I'm like, am I in a cult?
Yes.
That kind of shit where I'm like, oh, I'm pledging allegiance to the Christian flag. Not
How
to
does that
I had
go?
to do that
Wait,
in
wait, wait, wait.
Virginia.
It's just like I pledge allegiance to the Christian flag.
You
Yeah.
asked
Let it
Christian?
stand. Like, I
It was
don't-
really weird.
Yeah, I don't remember any of it, but
That was at the
some
same
cult
school that
stuff I
made
did
me
not like.
memorize King James Bible verses.
Ooh,
that was pretty
perfect
cool.
English. King
Yeah,
James
that was pretty
Bible?
cool. That's why I got good at the English accent, isn't it? Got
I
a
don't
lot
think
of
it's written in
detentions.
an accent.
Well, I thought it was like Shakespeare, but it turns out Shakespeare is actually supposed to be an American accent. I
Instead
don't
of
know.
Flourishes at the end of letters on.
Instead of
Yeah.
Jesus saying, "I tell you the truth," in the King James, it's always this "Oi."
Here, it's, you know the shortest verse in the Bible. It says Jesus wept, isn't it?
You
It's
got lost
fucking
since we raised
dry.
all those people from the dead.
Fucking Peter, Paul, and Mary, who fucking idiots,
Mike,
isn't
do
it?
you know like word for word the Declaration of Independence? You kind of look like you do.
When in the course of human events it becomes necessary for one people to assume
Dang.
separate but equal stature, and
You sound like Eminem right now, bro.
Yeah, that was
I
like
used-
Nick
I used
Cage,
to be able to do
Eminem.
it. I used to be able to do it.
That's nuts.
If you can do that over a beat, I'd give you $1.
Listen, I tell you what, nothing makes a girl crazier in the sack than when you pick her up at a Limp Bizkit concert.
Oh yeah.
While you're having sex with her, you start saying the Declaration of
Ah.
Independence. You tell her you're an anarchist, and then you start doing that shit. She will go.
You ever
wild.
heard of a
You hit her.
squirter?
Yeah.
That's how you get that.
You
back.
hit her in the Limp Biscuits and you get a squirter. Am I right? Shut up, Fred Durst. I saw a cookie jar last time I was at Goodwill that was shaped like Fred Durst, and I almost bought it, but I wanted to leave it there for someone better than me.
What was it that was shaped like
A
Fred Durst?
cookie jar. You took off his
jar.
hat.
Say, isn't every cookie jar kind of shaped like Fred Durst?
Ha ha ha. That's fun.
I don't know what he's doing these days. Maybe
He doesn't look good.
Yeah, maybe he's doing well, man.
He's not.
Maybe he looks like a pickle jar now.
I can tell you, he's doing as good as I am.
You're doing well.
I'm doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I'm doing fine. Russell, what do you like to do on the weekends?
Oh, great. Pitch it to me. What do I like to do on the weekends?
That you don't want to tell anyone that you're doing.
I'm
My
usually
perfect Sunday.
You're usually booked.
I'm usually
Yeah.
booked. Well,
Where?
during the day, like before your show. What do you do
I want to
pre-show?
get on those shows. I don't get booked every week.
Shut up, Thad B-Set.
Oh, it's church.
I did. I was trying to explain a sermon I heard recently from my pastor, and I couldn't think of the word sermon. I'm like, yeah, my pastor's special. Like a special. he was doing.
I want to
couldn't
call
think-
my preacher dad and go, you know, one of my favorite specials you did
Yeah.
was that one
A
about... That's really
45-minute
funny.
set. That's
Yeah.
what he's doing.
That's really funny.
Specials are getting shorter and shorter. Why not? Why can't it be a half hour every Sunday? That's
I'm going
a
to start
lot.
calling my
I
sets
was
sermons.
like, oh, Louis C.K. did 3 hours in a year. It's like, my pastor does a half hour.
Yeah, dude. Have you
Yeah.
ever been to
week
the
for
Mormon
52
church?
weeks?
Yeah, they do a long one.
Yeah, Mormons
Mormons are
church
running
is
like
crazy,
Godfrey,
dude.
man. They're doing like 4 hours.
For real, man. I couldn't sit through that shit.
What do you like to do like pre-show while during the day if your baby wasn't there and you get a time alone? What
So
does
in a
Russell like to
hypothetical
fucking
universe.
do? Yeah, take
Yeah.
yourself
Married,
out of your
no
life.
baby.
You have 3 hours before a show. What are you doing?
I get pre-show tummy,
Yeah,
so I'm usually dumping.
big dumps.
Ah.
I get pre-show tummy. I get pre-show tummy, but open mic bladder.
okay.
Oh, Big P guy.
I
Yeah.
get open mic bladder too.
So that I'm usually very anxious and upset before shows.
Okay.
If you tried to talk to me before a show,
You're not to be trifled
I'm
with.
not really yes-anding. It's not that I'm not to be trifled with. I'm just too tense.
Well, we
Yeah.
were talking before you did your set tonight, and it seemed like you were, because I was thinking about that when I was talking to you, like right before you went up. I was
Well,
like,
it's
oh,
'cause I
I
don't
should.
have to impress you. You guys are beneath me.
Oh, I'm a
I don't have to
B
do
set now,
anything.
Russell.
I don't
I'm
have
a
to
B
do
set.
anything for you. Like you're not an opportunity for me.
I don't
So-
want to say this because it's my podcast, but I'm going to say I'm a roast champion and you're not.
Okay.
That is a very
well,
fair
one of us
point.
gets paid to do comedy, and one of us doesn't.
I
Oh, shit.
still get paid to do comedy.
Chippy in the van, baby.
I get paid to do comedy,
I did
Russell.
5 minutes at Vultures.
Hey.
Yeah, I usually get pretty tight in the chest. I
Yeah.
get pretty upset. I do my set, and I don't feel good. I'm never happy.
Yeah. Are you a
I will-
perfectionist?
I will be relieved and suicidal.
All at the
last
same
time I was
time?
at Comedy Works.
You're like, thank God I can finally kill myself.
Yeah, pretty much.
Got
the last
it.
time I was at Comedy Works, I got off like 15 seconds early, and my closer didn't do that good.
Yeah.
And I listened to my recording, and my closer was supposed to be a callback. I forgot to set up. There's a 15-second sentence I'm supposed to say that sets up the callback. Never said it. Totally forgot.
Nah.
So that's why it was short. That's why my closer didn't do that good. I went to the bathroom and punched myself in the head. I was so mad.
You
Jesus.
actually punched yourself
yeah,
in the head?
legit punched myself, and then I'm like, I went to the back because I'm like, I'm gonna get notes. You get notes at New Talent from Elliot.
Yeah.
And he was like, Russell, I just want to say, no notes, great job, great set as always.
Wow.
And then
Punched
I was
yourself
so mad
in the
that
head
I
for
punched
that?
myself
Yeah.
in the head.
Yeah.
Like, what am I, 13?
I just gave myself a concussion for no
I had to
fucking
stop
Yeah.
playing online video games because I would like scream and get mad.
Yeah.
And my
How many
dog would
controllers
leave
have
the
you
room.
broken?
Yeah,
I've
dude.
never broken a controller because I'm also cheap.
Yeah.
I would just get mad and then like.
I was gonna
throw it,
say,
but
I
would
always thought that was crazy
Start
that people
shaking
broke
your
that.
baby or
I
something?
would spin it
Ah.
and then throw it onto the couch.
Yeah.
I
Like,
know that
I wouldn't
move.
want to break it.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
a
But,
frisbee toss.
Well,
I
that
used
shit's
to
like
get-
$60.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't have 60 on me.
Yeah,
Never.
So I would get mad at video games, and now I've just taken that energy and put it into shows.
Nice.
I just get real
That seems really healthy.
teenage angst mad at it.
Yeah. But if it drives you to get better, fuck it.
Yeah.
No, that's not. No.
Oh, okay. Well, then don't.
No, there's unhealthy habits in me.
Yeah,
that
cut
I
them
need
out.
To work on. 'Cause my
Just-
dad never taught me how to be
I
upset.
think we're
Yeah.
cutting deep right now, man.
No, it's okay.
Holy shit. It's
Mike
getting real.
likes it when I talk about Tom. He gets very excited whenever I talk about Tom to him.
Just like I've never like, oh, my dad has lived in the Springs for 30 years, and he's a psychologist, and he works with my mom. Your dad, it's like I get these little like bit stories. It's like, oh, my dad's
Yeah.
the blind guy. My dad's the blind salesman. He sells a lot of blinds. It's like, oh, okay, cool. That's Russell's dad. Oh yeah, my dad like used to scream at me when I wouldn't fall asleep.
My
Okay,
dad
there's
shook
another
the bed to
little-
wake
Also,
me
he
awake.
sells blinds.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
super
it's another
cool.
level to it. It's like, oh yeah, one of my uncles is a real creep, and it's like, okay, whoa, wait a
Yeah.
second.
All of my uncles are.
They're all. I keep getting like deeper. It's like my dad wrote a manifesto, and it's like
He's
he
written
wrote.
3.
He's written 3 manifestos.
They come in threes.
And so I feel like I'm just waiting for like your dad to be like.
You're gonna
I
drop
feel
a
like I'm
big
watching
bomb
Lost.
that
It's just like,
Yeah.
what's next?
they're writing
Yeah.
it as they go along. They don't know.
I think Russell has 2 moms, and he just doesn't know what a dad is supposed to be.
You don't know which
but
one's
he's
your
too
dad,
sick.
and you don't know how to define
One
it.
of them is
And
named
so
Tom.
he just like watches movies. It's like, oh, dads are really mean to their kids.
Yeah.
Or you're-
My dad's an asshole.
And I call her mom or dad when she's on her period. Oh, this is dad now.
That's great.
That's funny.
Dad's really calmed down after menopause.
So whose idea was it to start this podcast?
I think it was a dual.
It was kind of mutual.
We were talking at Vultures, and we are like, we could have a podcast. Everyone else is fucking doing it,
Yeah.
and then they don't do theirs anymore.
What do you?
Like,
What do you?
are we doing different to like to
Yeah.
separate ourselves from the
Fucking
market?
smoking weed, dude.
We did drugs.
Yeah. Well,
What
the
do you
nice thing
think
about
your
it-
core audience is. Who's your core? Describe your
Moms.
core
Alright.
listener.
Moms.
Moms. Moms.
Our
I don't know.
moms.
Well, I think
I
like
guarantee you nobody in our house listens to our podcast,
no.
Russell.
I think Jason hate listens, but that's about
yeah.
it.
He's like, oh, God, fucking, I
He's
hate
like him. Their podcast is better than mine. Jordan's.
they're doing something. God
Well,
damn
ours
it.
is like I like the one that we do in the basement because it's more structured than people actually think. Because it's 25 minutes. We have 5 minutes of new jokes at the beginning, 15 minutes of meat, and then 5 minutes of new jokes at the end, and that's fucking it. It lasts
Yeah.
as long as a blunt, and we don't even talk about weed during it. We're just high as fuck.
It is true. We just get high enough to the point where we just say whatever.
Yeah, and then we're like, oh shit, we got to end it now because like YouTube should be short.
Yeah.
How many blunts does it take to blast an end?
13.
Oh, okay.
For Thad, mine is kind of endless because I'm not gonna say it, so I'll just
that-
pass out.
I have melanin.
Is that significant to like the 13th Amendment? Like that's like a like.
Yo, that's
Takes
that's clever.
or is that
3/5
just a coincidence?
Takes 3/5 of a blunt, actually. And
Ah,
then,
there
then
you
I'll
go.
say
It's a
it.
compromise, if you will.
Ayo.
I was a history major. Sorry
It's-
about it. Yeah, those are tough books to
It's a
read.
proclamation.
Yeah, what did you all major in?
I
think-
went to college
you think
for
I went to
zoology.
fucking college,
and then-
Russell?
I realized I was so bad at science when I got there that zoology was a really bad choice. And then my guidance counselor was like, yeah, let's get you in something more specific. What do you want to do? And I was like, animal sciences specifically. And they were like, sure. And then I did that, and they were like, word, you still have to take the same classes, so have fun failing. And I did.
What did you major
I got set
in?
up for
majored in
failure.
Sociology.
Very
Because
nice.
it took like the least amount of math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a lot of like political classes, and then I realized like once the teacher told me that like objective reality isn't, there's no such thing as objective truth. I was like, oh, I'm gonna bullshit a lot of papers.
Hell yeah, man.
This is not gonna be a hard class. And
It's
I
all
did that For like
bullshit.
7 years to get through college.
In the 2-ish years that I was actually in college, I changed my major 6 times.
Fun fact: I met Thad's mom at his roast, and I said, Mrs. Thad, Mrs. B, whatever.
That's her
your
name, Mrs.
mom-
Thad.
Mrs. Thad, I said, your son's really funny. I want you to know I'm talking to him. We're going to get him back in school. Thad's mom goes, that's not a good choice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's real. Actually,
She knew.
like
Like, he tried. It's not for
the
him.
first like
Christy
5
knew.
times that I ever talked to you, you brought up college every single
I'm
time.
just
Like,
trying to, like, get as many of you on the boat like as
Yeah.
possible before your 30s hit you.
Yeah. Well,
Yes.
Mike met me and
Ah.
said, "You have the offstage presence of a comedian." And now I'm thinking about it. I don't know if that's a compliment.
You do. It is, and you do.
I'll take it from another comic,
What-
but if
what did I
someone
tell
told
you
me
when
that,
you
I'd be
got
like,
off
"Yikes!"
stage?
the stage presence.
You have unbelievable stage presence.
Yeah.
I have never met a comic as new as the stage presence that you have.
Thanks, Mike.
You're actually likable as a person, though.
Yeah.
Which is much better.
Thanks, Mike.
No.
Thanks, Mike.
People put me on shows because they like me, and I'm like, oh wow, that's nice. Thank
I
you.
am a little
You
douche.
have to say something nice about Mike.
Mike,
we
you have
love
a,
you.
You have a nice shaped head.
No, I don't.
No, it's actually
I've respected everything you've said
like a
about
lot
comedy.
of bald people like have a weird lump somewhere. You know what I mean? But yours
Well,
is
your
like,
whole head is a weird
yours
lump.
is round.
That's what it
You
is.
know?
Yeah.
Yours is definitely round and oval shaped and
Thank you.
and
All right,
and-
do you
That
want
is the
do you want a
standard
genuine
human
compliment?
oval shape head.
Genuinely, when Thad and I and the guys at Comedy House will talk about like our favorite comics in town a lot, yours always comes up as one of
Yeah.
the first ones we'll say. We'll be like,
shucks.
Mike is the best. Like, yes, we know he's like the most accomplished, sure, but hey, he makes us laugh. Like
Yeah.
off stage, like
you're
you always make us
you're one
laugh.
of the few comics that will make me laugh consistently still.
Yeah.
Because I've seen
Well,
everybody's material and sets and stuff, and they're
Like
funny.
I noticed you added a hook tonight to a joke I've heard you say a bunch
Yeah.
and I was like, that's a new little sentence. It's like reading my favorite book.
Yeah.
But also, you look like one of my weird relatives.
Russell,
so.
say something nice.
I'm a passionate lover.
All right.
Very
What the fuck does
generous.
that mean, dude?
He
I
makes
always
girls
finish
come.
last.
You're nice in the sack.
Yeah.
I'm very polite.
He's
Good-
kind
good
in
for
the
you.
Is
sack.
this good for you?
Nice.
You
I'm always
remind
very paranoid.
Jason.
Yeah.
Jason in 6 years,
You
dude.
like-
Are you sure you like this?
Did you mean to be
Are you sure you just came?
I have a theory that Russell is the best lover in the entire world.
Really?
Because he's only ever fucked his wife. He doesn't know it.
Oh yeah,
You've
fuck-
only you've
He's like
only
that
ever
guy
loved your wife.
Pod in Game of Thrones where he's just slinging mad dick.
She'll
Pod.
tell me afterwards. She'll be like, "Wow, that was really good." I'm like, "You don't know. Shut up.
You don't,
You don't
You
know.
don't know.
It's
What?
the
This could be
same.
bad."
This could be the worst sex ever.
Yeah. it's
Do you
probably
guys?
bad.
It's
this may
probably
be-
the best.
This may be like a too much information question, but do you guys get like freaky?
No.
No, he and his wife, not you and him.
No, I'm very vanilla. She's like a cool lady, and she wants to like.
I liked how you said
Yeah,
that.
she's a cool broad.
She's a cool
A
lady.
cool
Nice bird.
broad.
and she wants to be weirder.
Yeah.
And I'm too.
You did
like,
say you
I
were
still
closed
hold
off to
Christian
that.
guilt about sex
Yeah.
a lot
Ah.
of the time.
Right.
So we're like,
Sure.
But you're
we only
married.
have sex with each other. We're married, and every once in a while I'll be like, I'm bad.
Did you
I'm a bad
did you
fool.
save
Yeah.
it? Did
I
you
should've
save
done
it for
that.
marriage?
We dated for 4.5 years,
Before.
and then we had sex 3 months before we got married. So we made it very
No.
close.
Nice.
We were right.
You just
there.
couldn't take it anymore.
No.
That's probably what the guilt's from.
Yeah, I think
That
that's what
3
it is.
months.
We made it.
You were
we-
such a good Christian boy.
I know.
I got baptized
I know.
twice,
I'm
and you're
actually
better
like,
than me, man.
I'm
That's
actually
crazy.
like, that's awesome though. that's fucking awesome.
My parents would have loved to have you as
I
the son
wish
and
I
not
was a
me.
virgin.
Everyone.
Herpes will do that. Ah, fuck! I wish I would have waited.
Ah.
God damn it! You said you never fucked anybody else.
I didn't.
One of the biggest reasons I will never cheat on my wife, which is A, I love her. B, more importantly, is I am too paranoid.
Yeah.
I've
Of
not that it's
getting
ever
of
gonna
getting
happen,
caught.
But I'm like, what if I
Yeah.
have a set that's so good that a woman's like, you're so funny, I want to have sex with you. There's no way that person is telling the truth or is trustworthy.
Yeah.
Like in my head, I just play these scenarios. I have sex dreams, and I always end up getting hoodwinked or bamboozled. At the end. I never finish a sex dream. It's always like a woman's like,
Oh,
come
man.
back to my hotel."
It always
And then
ends
we
up
go
with
in-
you getting
You
fucked.
blue
there's a
ball
man
yourself
standing
every
behind
time.
the door with like a candelabra, and he beats me over the head.
Damn.
He, like take my wallet, or like even if she just genuinely wants to have sex with me, and she's like, I don't have anything, and then we have sex, and it's like, oh, now my penis is bumpy and oozy.
Oh
How am I
my
going to explain
God.
that to my wife? There's no way. Or we're going to have sex, and there's a camcorder. You film the whole thing. You're blackmailing me for $10,000.
Yeah.
There's just, I don't think I could cheat on my wife.
That is
'cause-
such a good
Or
bit.
even then, I'm like, she sent you, didn't she? My wife sent you to test me.
Yeah.
This is a test of love. So
That is so good. I love
very-
that. You
I'm
need to say that
terrified
on
of
stage
women.
because that's really funny.
My
All of that
feelings,
is really funny.
insecurities.
That is
Yeah,
good.
just your insecurities about fucking, like those are hilarious.
Well,
Because you've had a baby. You've done sex better than 2 out of the 4 people on this podcast because you guys did it right and had children.
Yeah.
Thad and I are just pulling out and coming on tits.
I don't pull out.
If Thad doesn't pull out, I come on tits.
Tell him your pull-out story.
We got Mike. We got 1 minute. So
You got
end
1
with a
minute.
banger.
Didn't pull out.
And
now
you
I
have a kid.
And that's it.
Oh yeah, it was the first time. Like Carrie got off birth control.
You're
and then,
fucking
like,
joking.
It was like she was
Damn.
We gotta start trying, and then we did it. Like 2 days later, she was showing me.
Hey,
the
do or
pregnancy
do
test.
not. There is no
Holy
try,
shit.
motherfucker. You're gonna get pregnant.
This is why I won't take a 23andMe. I'm terrible.
All right, word.
Well, that's a little bit about Russell and Mike's sex life. Thanks.
That's
for
been Beanie Boys being blunt in the
into
van.
podcast.
That
Yeah.
Fitz said it was really sexual and it was in a van.
Podcast in the van.
Yep. Sorry about it. You can't watch it. You got to listen. It's in the van.
Follow Mike and Russ as always.
Yeah, follow them
Is it okay
around.
if I call you Russ?
I would prefer you.
I liked
All right,
Russell.
follow Mike and Russell.
Follow Thad B. Follow me. I'll see you later. Follow Joe Loves Pizza.
Thanks, guys.
Beanie Boys being blunt.
Let's go do
Bye.
that.